spotted the silver beast down at the bottom, chasing mink. He's marking his territory. They have a long stride.
Well, anyway, I'm not so sure. Well, I don't know. It's snowing out. It's hard to tell. But this, I'm back from where I was yesterday. I don't know. I brought another dog proof in because I don't know. I can't get them out. So I think we're just going to pull this one and put in a new trap. Now it's fisher season. We got 7 days. So if you set, takes you 2 days to set your traps, you got 5-day fisher season. So yesterday my son, he took off with one pickup. We've been studying these fishers now for off and on for almost a week, figuring out where we're going to put the sets. So he put the ones out on part of the route. I put them out on the other part of the route. So we're going to see if we catch anything now. But we've seen on most, not all of them, but on some, quite a few of them, we found fisher tracks in this new snow. Now I don't know whether they're going to hang around there or not, but this guy stinks a little bit. But anyway, so I left this skunk yesterday. He wasn't quite dead, and I was in a hurry. So we're just back today to pick him up and see if we caught any more. So that's it till we get to the next one. Hopefully you get a fisher today. Well, I've been setting fisher traps and weasel traps all day. A few coyote snares. We can finally hit her now. And to me, this is the ultimate fisher set. They say they like pine trees. We don't have many pine trees, but see here, we got pine trees. Now I've caught them on this 160 acres here. I've caught them over the years, and that's why I'm back again. It's a stand of pine trees the guy planted many years ago. Now here's a trail the deer go through here. And there I set my bucket. My killer bucket is right off to the side. And I'm going to try it. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope it works. It has in the past. But yet, it seems like I always catch them 3 hours. You know, that one time it was 3 hours and the quota was filled, or the season ended or something, you know, and you got to give them to the game warden. So I have a hard time keeping fishers. They always got to go to the game warden. But I think I've learned a lot over the years on where they're at, and I get them on camera and I see their tracks and I zero in on all that. So anyway, this is just one of my favorite sets, and I've got quite a few like this that I really think could take a fisher. We'll see in the next week. That's all for now. Yeah, every year I catch a weasel here, and I was driving by slow and I thought maybe there was too much snow, and then I seen his tracks going. I'm thinking, oh, so I threw one in here, and yesterday it was unset. Now, how do you, in that little box, how do you unset a rat trap and not get caught? I don't understand it. But anyway, I got one today. He's not real big, but he's this They're all nice. I like the smell of them, so I can put them on the dash now and turn on the defroster. So that's it till we get. Well, that's a bait in the bucket. I like to put a little long distance call somewhere around it. We'll see. We're setting the first day we can set now a little bit, and so we're going to set a few out today. Things always come up when you don't want them to. We don't have a full day. We got called, set up in a guy's yard for skunks. He had a whole trail of them, it's through the snow, going under a building. So we set that up. Now we're going to throw a few of these buckets out. Their skunks seem to be still traveling, but it's supposed to get below zero within the week. So I don't know how much longer they'll be moving, but I did see a coon track this morning too. So we'll see what happens. To come down here anyway and see how the coyote tracks looked. Let's see. Steak. Find a hole. That one moves a little bit. Sturdy enough. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put another one down by that old dam, Beaver Dam. There I caught 3 coons here last year. Yeah, 3 coons. And in the snow. So we'll see if they're still around here, if they're all gone. So that's it for here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to show a few. My son had to watch the ball game, so I'm on my own. I'm not going to show all of my sets today, but I'm going to try to get a few in. And here's one here. Bucket set. Kind of a rugged area, and well, these fishers are supposed to like pine forest. Well, that's the best we got, about 15 trees there. And over here, I haven't seen a make track here in probably 7 or 8 years. And here we got a make set, or make track. A make track. We come across the road here. This was dry until we got the rain here a week or week and a half ago, whenever it was. Week and a half, I guess. But he come up through here and went down through here. But I'm going to have to go home and get some traps, because I know another spot that's just full of minnows, and I caught an otter there last year. So I'm going to go home and get some traps. I might set for this thing down farther, and I got to have some leg holds for that otter. So until next. Well, you don't want to look at me, so wind blew pretty hard, and it's windy this morning. Not down any cattails, it's not too bad, but not too bad the size of a coon. I don't know what he was doing out in the cold, but some will always go out. But anyway, I think it's 15 degrees this morning, and we got a call about them skunks, so we got to go check them this morning. I guess it warmed up to about 31 last night during the night, and then dropped again, so maybe those skunks moved. So until we get there or catch something, can't believe it. I've caught over the years 4 fishers in the exact same spot. I don't know what it is. Wow. That is a dandy. You know, people, I've read it for years. You got to have holes in the back of your bucket so they can see through it if you make boxes. And I've got some. With screen in the back so they can see through it. And I don't know. I get as much out of a 5-gallon pail as any of that other fancy stuff I made. So I don't know how much truth there is to it, but this that's a nice fisher. Right behind the head. Well, we'll continue on. We got a few coyote snares out, and you still got you got all the boxes you put out yesterday.
Yeah.
So we'll see if you catch one, because we've been planning this for a long time. We knew we were going to set every trap. You got to almost do that because the season is so short. So, all right, it looks like a little bear.
Badgers. He's got about 10 of these things up and down the road here on both sides. There's another one down there. He's just digging to beat heck.
Yeah, here we are. My only otter set I got in yesterday. This is where I got an otter last year that I got to keep. The rest of them all went to the game warden. Accidentals doing beaver. And it looked a little different last year, but it's somewhat the same. Now this otter, he's been all over in here. A lot of these tracks are his, some of them are deer, some are coyotes, but he has been everywhere. You gotta look out because it's all rocks here. Rocks and ice. Just made for old people. Kind of show where I put my traps here, if I get over here. This is just full of minnows. The colder it gets, the more minnows. So anyway, right in this deal here, I've got a leg hold in there. And then over there, I've got another leg hold. I can see the water wiggling around. There's all kinds of minnows in there. And then I followed his tracks. Covered them all up with mine, but I don't know. It was just kind of a shot in the dark. He went through here 2 or 3 times. So I hung a snare in there. So, but he may have went down to the main lake because they do travel a lot. But we're going to go up there because I seen where he's been sliding down a hill. I didn't have time to set it up yesterday, so we're going to go up there and see if we can put something in for him up there. So last year I caught one. This used to be an old dam in here, I guess, many years ago. It's all rock. Last year I caught him right down in there. Still stays open a little bit. But it's an interesting place. You can't pound a stake in anywhere. It's all rocks. And I think this dam, I'm guessing, went all the way across here at one time, full of rocks. But I'm sure that was in a different century, so I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. I think we're just about done for today. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have... Anyway, I got to skin him now, and I'd rather just sit and look at him as to skin him, but deer hunting didn't go so good. The big one is still out there, I hope, unless somebody dinged him that we haven't heard about. But I still got a muzzleloader tag, and I can shoot one with a bow. And they're starting to bunch up a little bit for winter now. It's supposed to be below 0 around Thanksgiving. So, I don't know. We'll might do a little bow hunting if it ever warms up a little bit. But got to get something to eat anyway. Can't let them all go free. So, anyway, I got to skin them now. So, I'm not an expert skinning fishers, so I don't want to put it on tape saying that watch this. I might be a little slow. I'm old, you know. So, no burrs in this guy anyway. But, all right.
You want to weigh him?
I did last night.
What was he?
13. Well, here we are, another morning. We got a coyote here. Boy, I don't know where he's caught, but he doesn't look right. Do you have neck lace or are you just sweating? Little guy. He's shoulder caught. Boy, he rolling around that new snow. I hope that's why he looks like that. Because he, boy, he's tiny. Pretty mild-mannered, but see, he's drinking beer too. So we got one more snare down here I want us to take a look at. Now, doggone pheasants are so tough on these snares. They just keep knocking them down constantly. Now this one's still up. Still up. So, I don't know. This is in my yard. And got a lot of tracks right up by the house at the farm here. So, anyway, we'll take care of this little guy. And hope when he dries out, he looks better than that. I hope it's just that new snow on him. So that's it till we get to the next. Okay, we got a coyotes, kind of got a trail going through the trees here, so we're going to set it up. And these are, I already got my number 9 wire on there, so I can pound it in the ground, and then we'll just open the snare. So, trying to show you how that works. I'm going to set 2, one right here, and then I'm going to set one up here. And I'm pretty touchy about trails. I don't like to make any footprints to the side. I walk like a model down the, whatever, 1 foot in front of the other, so I don't screw the trail up too much. I'll set this one, well, I can set this one that way too. I'll go on the other side. I got too much stuff here. We got the name tag. And we can tangle in North Dakota all we want. We can't go over a 12-inch loop. I don't like 12-inch loops. I like them smaller. Eight or 9 inches, 10 at the most. Otherwise, a lot of times, well, that ain't. Where the heck did my still? There it is. Oh, this is all falling down here. Well, anyway, I like a smaller group. Otherwise, they get part way through and you catch them around the hips, and you can have some pelt damage. So we're going to try this one. It's over here now. These are not relaxing snares, but they got a S hook on there that breaks away at 285 pounds. That's what we have to have here in the state. And I've only got 12 of these. I think it's the only one I got left. I used them under the ice for beaver, but it's got the breakaway on it. So so anyway, that's simple as that goes. Walked in there enough. We're gonna do one more here. That's usually enough grass. I like a little more, but that'll do it.
Got something in here?
Yeah. I don't know. I think you set this thing. Go see what the heck it is. I don't know. There's uncovered with snow. Feral cat? Squirrel? Oh.
That's just my luck.
Kind of a disappointing day. That's got to be a wild cat. Nobody lives within, let me see, 2.5 miles from here. There's nobody within 2.5 miles from here.
No.
All right, well, that's certainly not a fisher. Pheasants. The cattails are so thick in here, the coyotes can't even get in here. I've caught as high as 21 coyotes in this slough, and we got one trail coming in, and that's it. And I don't know where they go from here. The pheasants, so many pheasants in here, they're unsetting the snares. So we'll keep trying.
Put a dam down here.
Gotta put a name tag on it. North Dakota, we gotta have name tags on snares. Already got my number 9 wire on here. Give me a camera. I bought these snares, and I don't know who made them, but they weren't complete. I had to finish them, and I got coyotes crossing here anyway. I'm trying to use those up. I'm crossing on this old beaver dam, and so yeah, these snares are real teardrop. But anyway, there it is. It seems like it's way out in the open, but with that much sticks around, we hope they poke their head right through there. I've done that kind of thing a lot, and it works most of the time. Now, I don't know why these beaver, I always said they have a secondary dam and sometimes a third dam in case the main one washes out. But my God, this is a long ways away from where the beaver were. So whatever, I'm not a beaver, so how would I know? So that's it for right now. You know,
No big weasel in there?
I set on weasel tracks, so I know he'll be back because he was going in and out of the snow. He had tunnels, and he'll be back. Just take him a little while to get back here. But I don't know why, but I only get one weasel per culvert per winter. I don't know if they're that territorial or what it is, but it's all they ever get is just one. And we already got one here, but I know there's another one.
Hang on. Look at that. Oh. There's one.
Yep. We're not getting any giant ones, but they're cute.
They're white.
They're white. They're white anyway. Well, put them on a defroster so I can smell them. I'm going to throw them up to you.
Yeah. I got them. They are white. Beady little eyes. You always ride with them on the dash, don't you?
I love the smell of weasels. I just got a comment to make about that feral cat. I tell you, it got so out of hand for a while there. I had like 23 cats at the farm. And I go, I want to put the word out that I got cats to give away, or I'm just going to shoot almost all of them. And I gave away a bunch, and I saved 3, and had them fixed, and then a fisher come and killed them all. So then I didn't have any cats, and I couldn't believe it. In that summer I had baby robins jumping around on the lawn, blackbirds, young ones, trying to learn how to fly. I could hear birds singing all the time, and here those cats were killing every bird I had in the place. And just think what these feral cats do. Those were getting fed. Some anyway, you know. And anyway, one of them, one time I was sitting on the deck and a cat come walking up there, and a hummingbird was going to fly over to a flower on the corner of the deck in a pot, and the cat swatted him out of the air and ate him right there in front of me. So that was the end of my hummingbird. But they kill a lot of stuff. So a young lady came out here to shoot a doe, and as a thank you, I guess she had this hat made for me, and it's kind of unique and neat. So I thank her for it, and maybe she does watch her videos. Well, little female. Our males are huge, putting her like an otter. So hopefully we'll get a male. But they're pretty, but worth about as much as everything else, next to nothing. So we'll continue on. Well, he's been hammering these sets that one day, and it looks like he might have scored. It's nice and black. That's a black one, I'll tell you. Don't get bit.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to pick him up by the hind leg there. I wanted to get a look at him. Wow. It's really nice and black. I love those. The darker they are, the better, I think. So, well, this old stand of cottonwoods here. Yeah, that's a nice
Good one.
Huh?
Good one.
Good one. That's a good one. So, well, we're definitely filled out now. That's it for this year. So, anyway, we gotta get him out of there, and I don't know, we might have to do something here because he's only 99% gone. So, until a little bit later. Yeah, he wants to bite. Must have just got. Well, I got a thumbs up from down here. That must mean we have a money-making weasel. Yeah, set it really light. Yeah.
Pretty white.
Yeah, he's a white one. Cute little guys. Well, to me, in this country, you've got to have, for weasels, and I've caught them other places, but hardly ever, you got to have cattails, and you got to have a culvert. Just cattails will work, but just a culvert with no cattails, hardly ever will you get a weasel. That's just for the way it is in this country. Okay,
Unset.
the big mink track there, and it's unset. He couldn't get in that hole. Huh. Well, I don't know how he unset it, but he did. We had one here yesterday, didn't we? Or the day before?
Day before.
Well, Well, here we go. I put a few coyote snares in here. It's an old track. Here they're walking. They're not walking on the track. Now the deer haven't been using this road. Of course, last night they did and knocked down 4 or 5 of my snares. It looks like up ahead there's one standing in the grass, so I've got this kind of screwed up. I got to almost come from 2 different directions, and there wasn't a lot of deer tracks on here, so I felt pretty good about using this. But yeah, he tore it up pretty good up there. Big and woolly. How you doing, big guy? Yeah, he's not that good. Man, what a circle. You could check that from the air. Well, anyway, he just, you can tell it's too tight on him. That's supposed to kill you. He must not have pulled, he just went around tight in the circle here, so we'll dispatch him and be back with you in a minute here. Good thing it's a pup, he's got to carry it a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my son here. He's we're testing this for bait next year.
Chubs in here.
We're gonna see if there's any creek chubs in here. Last year they were so thick in here you could just about walk across on them. So we're just seeing if they're still here, because you go down here 300 yards and it's dry. You go the other way 1/3 of a mile and there's a beaver dam there, and the water is I don't know, I'm guessing it's 1.5 feet from the top of the dam. So they're locked in here. Shouldn't be that deep here, but let's see. Oh, that's deep. Wow. Yeah, this water's come up somehow. I don't. We're just going to see and what we can get overnight, and then we'll turn them loose. Just tie it on the stick. It's 1 below 0, and with the breeze blowing, it's 19 below 0 this morning here. The radio said that Valley City, it was 27 below. And I talked to a guy that was going to go duck hunting, because he said up north here, northwest of here, it was 37 below wind chill, and he figured the ducks would really be moving. So I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to sit in the snowbank waiting for a duck. But some people do that. Some people do this. But we're pulling fisher traps like crazy today, because we don't want to catch another one, because then you got to give it to the game warden. And we got that other one yesterday, so we've been pulling, so that's safe enough. We'll see what happens tomorrow. There, that's enough stupidity for one time. Okay, I just wanted to explain something here about these fishers. We did a lot of, well, I've learned a lot over the years because this isn't fisher country, but we got more fishers right now than we got red fox. And I just wanted to show you here how I set up. Now, guys have told me you got to have screen in the back. Those pails won't work. So I built 3 of them with screen in the back. Caught a couple coons in them, but nothing else. But anyway, what I'm doing is, for bait, I put my meat in there, and then I dip into the long distance call. And this year, and I really like it, it's Caven's Gusto. And I either put it on a twig and I just throw it beside the box, or I put it up here on a dead branch. Just something to, you know, help bring them in here. But I don't know if it helped this year or not, but we took them fishers awful fast because we only got a 7-day season and we needed 2 of them. Well, it worked out, but my wife wanted me to take off and go to Minneapolis for 4 days in the middle of fisher season. I said that's not going to work. So anyway, we got our fisher and she went by herself. So anyway, Caven's Gusto.
$100 times a day I see him do this. Pretty good for 81. One there. Down there.
I don't know where that otter went. These otters used to be in here, but the river is so dry that I can't believe there's still not an otter in here somewhere, because we got a deep spot up here 1/2 mile. Right in here, I would guess that that's not quite waist deep, because I've seen that dry several years. But I took 9 beaver out of here last spring, and most of them under the ice with snares. But this year, it froze so hard so fast that the ice is 4 inches thick. Of course, we've been fisher trapping. We just got all the fisher traps pulled. So I think that's going to be the end of this video and the fishers. And now we're going to start on coyotes. Worth nothing, but you got to save a few deer, so might as well kill a few coyotes. So, and burn some gas. So we'll move on over here. I did put a couple coyote traps over here yesterday, so we'll see what's over there, if anything.
See him?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't figure he was gonna make it in here. It's darker than they usually are around here. We'll cut and see what he looks like. Well, I don't know. Pretty good sized Coyote, but that's the snare on that side. No neck lice, no mange, so that's what a dollar looks like. So, but I want to walk down here and take a look at this beaver house. It's quite a deal. They remudded this house. This has been, all these dead sticks been here for several years, and now they've dug in deeper or whatever and mudded the house up. And then they go clear over here for the food supply. And I wish I would have been here before this snow hit the ice. I'm sure there's a run or two over here, especially like all these places were nothing this spring, because I was in here and there was no food supply. But beaver have been in here for years off and on. But again, I haven't trapped them in here for 30 years because I was in the live fox deal, and so anyway, that's why some of these beaver are so big and so old. I'm the only guy that traps beaver around here, so anyway, I don't have my spud bar. I do have an axe, but I'm going to tap around here a little bit, see if I can find any thin spots. But the ice is about 4 inches thick already. Supposed to get, I think, 10 below tonight. 10 below zero tonight. So it doesn't take long to make ice. So that's it for now, and we're going to end it now. We'd like to have you subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you think we're doing something right. So